Hey guys, this is Laura and welcome to 2024. We're going to be looking at key themes. Now, what I decided to do was to do some channeling, some automatic writing. So I'm going to share with you what Michael, Raphael, Uriel, and Ariel wanted to say or give you guys homework on for 2024. So by this time, you guys have probably went all over the internet looking for 2024 predictions and all that stuff. And as I've shared with people before, it's not just that they give me probabilities of what might happen. They're more focused on helping you to change stuff or make it better or what to do. Okay, so we do get, examples of energy that's presenting itself, okay, because I come from the belief that you can change your future and nothing is set in stone, that there's different variables that could come up. And for example, you listening to this reading, you may do something different that changes an outcome for yourself. Okay, and I would suggest that you guys take your time with this. And if you're somebody with a short attention span, you might want to watch this in sections. So maybe you watch up to what Michael has to say and then stop it there. Pick up with Raphael tomorrow, then go to Uriel, then go to Ariel, okay? Because they said the messages are important for everyone. As I know, people have short attention spans now, and this is YouTube, so a lot of times people will watch the longer videos. But I just want to put it out there for you. They really want people to pay attention and think about what they have to say. Okay, so we're just going to bring in millions of angels to bless 2024, bringing in healing frequencies now. So you could close your eyes. I'm allowing my guardian angels to work on me right now to bring in new energy, healing frequencies that go into my cells, my organs, goes out into my health, my finances, my love life, my friendships, my physical and mental health now for 2024. Placing us in a protective shield of light, protecting the messages that are coming through. And so they did want me to do some key themes. One thing that I am getting is that through 2023, there's a lot of people that it's been their toughest year. They've been through the ringer emotionally, physically, or they've been into like a deep introspection on themselves. So a lot of people have had the dark night of the soul, where it's like every problem I've ever had throughout childhood is here and I've had to work on it. And so what they're telling me is that a part of 2023 going into 2024 will be, I'm still unpacking things from last year. And I heard that's okay. That's what we're supposed to do. Not completely, well, that was such a horrible year, I'm just on to the next chapter and I don't even want to deal with or feel what I went through. And they said a lot of people, again, they're telling me people have been through the ringer in their lives, whether it's financially not having enough or looking for jobs, or it's like, who am I? What am I? What else do I need to release and heal to get on a better path, to be a better leader, or career-wise? I've had a lot of clients that have been struggling with bullies in the job area, and so, or like them speaking their truth, being consistent to themselves, things of that nature. Now, some of the other topics of interest is about being okay with the mistakes, okay? That is a big key theme, being okay with the mistakes that you're going to make. We're all going to make mistakes, okay? Perfection is something we do not want to embody going into 2024. That the more that you can become okay with your flaws, how your body's changing as you get older, things of that nature. The more you can, you know, the minute you do something stupid, instead of thinking about it for an hour or all into the next day or next week, stop and be, okay, I'm going to dust off my shoulders and try again. I'm going to understand what happened. I'm learned more, and now I'm going to move on. Okay. You will become more energetically and mentally richer by making mistakes. Okay. It's okay to be open, honest, and I guess you can say an energy of being raw with yourself. Now, let me see. I do get that being more flexible and open to other people's opinions, beliefs is important going into 2023. And so before I go to Archangel Michael, he did give me a list of things for people that he finds beneficial, also with like some of the energy for the upcoming year. I am going to pull us a card from my deck. If you're interested in it, let me know, and I'll post a link to it. But let's just see what is another prayer, affirmation thing that we should be aware of for 2024. They're telling me one from the bottom. So here's what the card looks like. Archangels Raphael and Michael walk with me every step of the way. And they said put 2024. I am surrounded by the pink light of God's love for my home, life, and prosperity now. Okay. And so that's where you can feel free to write that down. If you're interested in getting the deck, let me know. And so let's get straight into Michael. So he said bring in his energy and light. So we're just calling on Archangel Michael. I'm allowing Michael to work through me. If he wants to come forward and step into my energy to bless everyone here right now. And you could just say, I accept this energy from Michael. I accept the energy that's coming through. And he said, I want you guys to focus on courage and strength and doing things that are hard for 2024. You may be called to be a speaker. You may be called to do different things where you are helping other people. You're volunteering. Try and do things that are outside of what's expected of you. Okay? He's saying, shake people up. Do the opposite of what they think you're going to do. Okay, so here we go. He recommends, so this is Archangel Michael recommends. He said people need more love and energy in their lives. And of course, he said you could work with him and call on him and God and say, I'm opening my heart to allow in divine love daily. You could do that for 5 to 10 minutes a day. You know, right when before you get out of bed, you could do it, because a lot of people have a hard time meditating. It's more, think of it like, I'm going to get an energy healing, or I'm going to get love filling in my energy and aura that's missing from humans that they're not giving me. Okay. And the people that are suffering from loneliness or feeling lonely in a crowd, those types of things, people not understanding you, God and Michael will. So he said he's suggesting rose quartz, to wear rose quartz for the upcoming year. And he said wearing the color of it embodies that light. So I wore green, and I felt like this is like a healing thing. So I associate green with healing. He's saying pink with love, or baby blue, like masculine and feminine. Baby blue is a divine love color, or different types of blues. He said you can wear those and focus on it every day. I'm allowing that energy to come through my body, mind, and life, my environment, and my clothes. And so rose quartz lamps you can have all throughout your home. Allow that energy. And so like the suffering of the world, the stuff you see online, when the internet has hijacked your mind and you're stuck in fear, okay, I need to get off of there, turn on my rose quartz, and I'm chilling out. Okay, I do get travel And I think one of the archangels, other archangels mentioned, we'll talk about travel as well. They're like, you need to get out of your environment periodically several times a year. Okay? It's like in our homes, our offices, wherever, we're most of the time the energy gets stuck with our beliefs. So if you've been focusing on fear or the political system or wars or injustice, that energy, those fears build up wherever you're sitting the most, wherever you are the most. Your favorite spot on the couch, for example. So he's saying get outside of there and it will help you to get a fresh perspective. Now, he said outdoors. That's something the angels always talk about, getting outdoors. But the people aren't really doing that as much anymore, except for if you're a nature lover and you hike and all that, hey, you're on the right path there. It helps you to get closer to God, is what I heard. So the source of all life, non-judgmental source, is what they're telling me. Outdoors, walking. So when you're walking, you're talking about your problems, thinking about them, giving them to God, the angels, however it works for you, whoever you connect with, okay? Problems out, love and light in, okay? While you're in nature. Now, I also got something from, I've been watching a guy on TikTok, Shelby Silent Walker. He is a Navajo. And he talks about what his elders would do. And he talks about how they go out. One of his elders would go and say, what does the sun want to say to me today? Or maybe I'm not saying it in the right way if he watches this, but he'll know what I'm talking about. They connect with the elements. What does the sun want me to know? They kind of meditate with the sun, meditate with the different elements of the earth. Okay. Colette Baron Reed has a good meditation with the sun. It's like the frequency of the sun. It's like it's something that's beneficial for humans. Now, he's saying while you're out in nature, put your problems out, and then don't focus on the outcome. Allow us to bring it back in. And so another thing that Michael brings up, now he's going into a key theme. Let go of the outcomes. This is very important. And he says it's because when people get caught up in, an example would be someone has a business and they're focusing on the numbers, the followers, the likes, how much money they're going to make on a product or a service. It loses its, spiritual purity, and the person becomes lost in their ego. So he's saying, if you have something you want to create or bring into the world, or, just in general, he's saying don't focus on the outcome. If you're trying to change your health, oh my gosh, I can't wait till I lose 150 pounds and then I'll feel beautiful. Michael's saying, no, lose the weight now and then feel beautiful now. Look in the mirror every day. Tell yourself, I love you every day, until you don't cry when you do it. Okay, and you can keep that habit up. So I'm just giving examples here. Okay, so what I'm talking about may not apply to everybody. So again, this is a mass reading. So take the bits and pieces that work for you. Okay. Now, another thing he brought up is your light shines brighter. So when your light, body, and soul naturally vibrate on a higher frequency, it's like you naturally, when you come into the earth, you're not filled with sin like what some religious systems would say. You're pure. No matter what vessel you came through, you're pure. Okay, you're close to God, you're pure, you're connected. Your light, body, and soul naturally vibrate on a higher frequency because of this reason. It's as we get older and the system, social setting of, what our family, society deems. Like if we were meant to cover our bodies, this is something I guess is coming out right now. If we were meant to cover our bodies from head to toe, we would be born with clothes on. So Michael's saying, celebrate who you are, celebrate your body, your mind. Sometimes belief systems can make people cover or hide who they are. And he said, our bodies are our temples. And if you're hiding and feeling shameful of your body because of a belief system and it doesn't align with you, then you need to look at alternatives of where you could be or go or live to get out of that type of setting. Okay. Or, some people, that's how they are and they align with those beliefs. It's fine. It's fine for them then. But if you're somebody that you don't align with that anymore, then Michael's saying make changes. Okay. And he said that your assignment is to get rid of limited, outdated beliefs, people, and organizations that keep you in fear, that, and he's saying something negative forces will always be here. Like if something, a religious system, for example, it could be anything, is telling you that, the devil is out to get you every day. What is that going to do for you? Okay. Or they're scaring you into believing something that's going to make you very fearful. And what happens is you get your mindset to where you're afraid of everything and you can attract different things to yourself. What I get is he wants people to let go of certain structures that are falling away in society right now. He's like, the powers that be, the higher up people, systems, lower forces want to keep people stuck and trapped. And he said, me and Uriel want people to break free. He said you can believe whatever you want. You can share whatever belief system you want. But the angels are saying the only revolution that's really going on Earth is the human system waking up from being blinded year after year. Okay. Being at a higher level spiritually, here's the next part for Michael. Being at a higher level spiritually does not mean you don't have problems. It means now you're smarter and more able to see through a situation before reacting. So he's saying, this is his other homework for you guys. Be proactive instead of reactive. And it's like, I feel like this is about, certain people are like always trying to raise their vibration, always trying to get to a higher level. Well, it doesn't mean your life's going to be perfect and you're not going to have any problems. It means the problems shift or become homework from your angels and guides to lift you up to a higher level. Okay. But for regular situations in daily life, be proactive rather than just jumping in with fears, anxiety to stuff. Try to be more neutral, take a step back. And then the other things that he brought up is for now he's kind of going through a little bit of the year. And I know near the end of the year, he kind of gives us cards. So here's what he said, beginning of the year, January to March is going to be a lot of people still, it's like they're still back in 2023. They're still unpacking lessons and gifts of 2023. And he said, that's perfectly fine. That's usually what does happen. And he's saying, go deeper emotionally, releasing charged up feelings. So, if anything comes up, don't push it away. Don't go eat. Don't get lost on social media. Feel what's happening. And he said it will make those things are happening to help you to be stronger. Okay. Now, April to June, he said, so we had January, February, March, April, May, and June. This is what he's talking about, embracing the new year and staying away from news media that is fear-based and not helping to solve anything. So like more gossipy or talking trash. Okay. Podcasts on various political perspectives are helpful. Stay open to all sides. So you gain a clear perspective, not just shopping around to find someone that agrees with you. So he's saying there, I feel like there's more of a focus on political stuff. So we may see more things happening in the world. I don't want to say war again, but I feel like humanity, it's like humanity goes through these different cycles. And Michael is saying we're in a particular cycle right now. And he said, for the people that are lights, that are watching this, okay, be open and just observe and allow your intuition to tell you the truth of something, not just this person on the news with a certain slanted viewpoint telling you how it is and you just blindly believe it. Be open, search facts is what I get, okay? He's saying just don't go with whatever, okay? I feel like the world is going to be at a crucial point in 2024. And he's bringing up something, okay? This is a story. My son and I were watching, we were in a restaurant eating our, I guess you could say like sweet and sour soup and stuff like that. Crab Ragoon, okay? And my son looks up on the TV, and of course it's turned down and it says, are you going to heaven or hell? And then my son is like, Mom, look, they're doing this on the TV now. So we don't watch regular TV. We watch Netflix, Disney, you know, we're more on the apps, I guess, on Roku. But I saw that, and it reminds me of going to Florida and seeing all these religious signs about Jesus and scaring people to believe things. And I asked him, I'm like, do you believe you're going to heaven or hell? And I'm like, that's a statement that, you know, I feel like we should not sit there and if you believe what I believe, you're going to heaven. If you don't, you're going to hell, because it was for a religious organization, you know, or find Jesus or you're going to hell. And I'm like, it's not that simple. Okay. It's going to be a combination of things, you know, like I know over the years, the archangels have told me different things about the heavenly realms. And, you know, it feels like the message that Michael is saying is he wants people to be their truthful, authentic self. And that's what's going to get them to heaven. Not, okay, I better change who I am and my identity because I'm afraid and there's this fear-based stuff being programmed into me. Okay? Now, I feel like Michael's really good. Like he could be a good political person if he was human on Earth. You know, he would be somebody that is fighting for our rights or are doing different types of activist things. I feel like he would try to have all the facts before making a decision, okay? Now, we learn through diversity, not inclusivity. That's what he said. The internet separates us, and we see it reflected by the behaviors of people and the selfishness that is developing. I guess people have always been selfish to a degree, but he's saying even more. Okay, people are becoming to where they're their own entity in their own little pocket, like single males. He's saying often are the people I don't know if the people identifying with males feel that way also, you know, but it's like they're becoming more isolated. They're sucked into things online that aren't healthy for them. Looking for AI, you know, like he's bringing the example. I saw this and he's using something I saw on YouTube about AI robots for men. And he said, you know, the angels said to me as I was watching about this video, saying that they're not addressing the problem in society. It's a mask. You know, like it's going to encourage more people to cut off and isolate. Okay, so let's see anything else that Michael gave me. And then July, August, September, we have that's when he guided me to like grab like a card deck. And this is what he gave me. Archangel Michael is with you, even though you can't see it. I'm actively working on this situation. I am here helping you. So this is from the Sword of Light deck. So for our people that like, you know, like tarot cards, stuff like that, he said it takes people a while to fully embrace and accept a new year. Sometimes it can take until July for people to integrate things from the previous year and accept the newer year in. Okay, he said there may be energy of people resisting. So our card, we got it in reverse. We got the King of Pentacles, and I think this one showed up in the weekly forecast. So I'm going to turn it upright so you guys can look at it. And, you know, with the Pentacles, it often has to do with aspects of our life. So it could be, you know, work, health, finances, creative outlets, and material possessions. And what I get is what you have been working on and creating for the previous, for 2024, is now going to manifest. And it feels like more energy, that what you've put into 2023, resolving, working on things in your life, letting go of 2023, stepping into 2024. I see things starting to manifest, but then there's some fear and control about where things are heading, or not being quite happy with the state of the world is what I get also. So we have control, abuse, suppression, and instability being the key themes for this Pentacles. So you want to think about, okay, maybe it's something that you're witnessing through others. And Michael said, I've given you enough information, so when this energy happens, well, however it may unfold, so it may be you're on a higher vibration, you're not affected by it, but you're seeing it on the world and others acting it out, you know, then you're able to handle it better. And if you're in this vibration, it's like Michael saying you need to step back, recalibrate, and then he's bringing up stuff like get off of the internet, get away from the people that aren't perpetuating positivity and peace in your life. Now, the other one we have for December, this is what, so we have November and December. Have you repeated here's his questions. Have you repeated 2023 habits and issues? Why or why not? So he wants you to get out a pen and paper when we get to that part of the year and think about, okay, have I changed the things that I wasn't happy about? Am I just repeating what I've seen and done, you know, throughout the years? And the other thing is what have you learned about yourself? Okay. So he wants people to really reevaluate things, their life, where they're heading, and all that. Okay. And then we got, let's see what our other card is. We have the King of Wands. So again, I think we got this one in the previous reading. The King of Wands in reverse. Okay, but I'm going to put it upright so you guys can look at it. And what we have is, I get mirror energy. You thinking about where have I been, what's happening, what is my instead of going, okay, 2025, is it going to be any better? Or am I living for the future? He's saying, dig in. You got to dig in, look at 2023, 2024 energies. I feel like reevaluating is very important. It's like taking action on things is important as well. And then for this one, the King of Wands in reverse, we have some of these, maybe people might be stubborn. They're still repeating stuff. They're blinded. They don't realize, they don't want to face anything. It could also be in our governmental systems that it's still backwards. So what are we going to do? It's still backwards. Well, me and everybody else can take one action every day to work on what will make us feel fulfilled. Intolerant, ruthless, impatient, and impulsive. Okay. So we may see this energy coming in through others. It may be you. Okay. So now that you have kind of think of it like an idea about where the energy is heading, I feel like it's really important to step into your best alignment. Okay. Now let's switch and go to, let me see if Michael has anything else. Now I'm going to go to Archangel Raphael. And so if you're watching this in sections, you probably want to stop the video now. If not, let's move ahead. So Raphael, I asked, what does Raphael want to say to people that are watching for 2024 energy? And he said, get ahead of health concerns. Now would be the time to take advantage of programs and services for mental and physical health. So maybe that program to help you to work on your mental faculties, or exercise, or different nutrition, whatever it may be. And he said, don't put yourself on the back burner for other people. He said a lot of people that watch this, they're kind of consumed, they're sucked into other people. It needs to be the year of you, okay? And it's not a selfish thing. So it would be, I take care of myself fully, and then I have more to give to others, that type of thing. I want you all to know that the archangels dedicate their lives to your evolution and growth. We are ever patient and non-biased, as is our Lord God. Okay? They are getting concerned about religious systems and things like that are getting more bold and loud. Trying, I guess you could say again, trying to make people feel fearful about their lives or where they may be heading. And as we see it played out throughout the world, people are still fighting over religion and belief systems. Unconditional love is all He, the source of all life, is. You get, no, he said, you set the pace in life. Every choice impacts your future. Take responsibility every day. Don't numb yourself with substances, alcohol, distractions, scrolling online nonstop. Okay, that was his main message. Okay, so the other messages are shorter than Michael's, but that was Raphael's message. So we're just thanking Raphael. He said he's giving a blessing, everyone. He gave me this card. God, give us your cares. God and Archangel Raphael, I'm willing to release any fears to you. Please allow me to completely let go so you can fully guide me in this situation. And if you guys have watched my channel, I'm just going to do it up close on that. You see that particular card, sometimes they'll appear like the angels and cards or statues. I saw Raphael appear with that image to me before. And it was like he took me into his world. He showed me all these souls, and him, it's like time stopped. And he was going to each soul, blessing them or doing things for him. He was very sweet, very caring. I mean, it makes me want to cry when I think about it. So I feel very blessed that they have shown me, different components of their lives. Okay. Now, let's get on to Uriel. We have Uriel and then Ariel. So if you want to stop the recording, you can. If not, keep going. Archangel Uriel, 2024 messages. Okay, he's kind of fired up. He said, I want people to focus on the fire within and bringing it out into the world, okay? We're setting the world on fire. We don't care what people say. We don't care. We are being true to what aligns us with our divinity, okay? So he did want me to show this card. He did guide me to pull a card. I pulled this card to show you that everything you want is attainable. And we have the King of Earth, and it says prosperous, generous, and successful. Okay. Prosperous, generous, and successful. So that's his card to everyone. Despite wars and violence happening all over, you have the capacity to rise above it and send millions of angels every day to the problems of the world. So he's calling on people to do that, make a prayer, you know, bring in that stuff. And he said, it's not bad for you to still be living your best life while those things are going on. He said that some souls have signed up to be in impoverished or war areas so that they can change society, change the social climate in those regions. He said some of them are angels in human form. That makes me want to, it's making me, I guess, emotional, okay? Divine assignment, okay? So they're sacrificing themselves to change the energy in that region. Okay, so I might need to pause this for a minute. You guys might see my makeup running down. Now, also what you may see on YouTube, this is something that I guess you could say fear-based belief systems, and some channelers, some people that are claiming they're channeling God are saying is that the world is coming to the end, or they're posting fearful stuff. Now, what I want to say to that, here's what Uriel says. He said, only go with what feels in alignment to you. If it's scaring you, get off of it. It's not, he said, remember, people are doing things for likes and follows and what grabs attention. Okay? There's marketing being used to get your attention. Your attention, guys, if you haven't noticed this, is very valuable. So people will say or do anything to get attention. And the people channeling fear may not be of the highest caliber, or they may not be channeling, they think they're doing good, but they're channeling from lower entities, beings, or negative forces that want to perpetuate this fearful world. Okay, so you want to, so if you're someone that is doing that and you're watching this video, you want to think about, where am I channeling from? Who is it? Am I questioning? Who's bringing these messages to me? Is it in the best caliber, or am I doing stuff that I feel is exciting and making people addicted to watching me? Okay, so you want to focus on that. Okay, so that's for anybody watching these videos. Okay, so here we go with Uriel. But the world is not coming to an end. Think of it as coming to the end of an era. Now more than ever, the lower level people, negative forces, and governments that are not of the highest caliber want to keep people blind, hooked on the internet, or hooked on addictions, vices, you know, social system order, and fearful. Take your power back by having time off of social media devices, being so immersed in a certain social order. If you can, have more downtime, more time to yourself, get in tune with you. And he's saying that social media, the internet, is a drug. It's like alcohol or using substances. And it gets better and better. The people that create these phones, the systems, everything, we are meant to live in it. He's not saying get rid of it completely, but moderation is key. And when you know it, you want to time yourself. You want to notice certain things. Okay, I was supposed to work on my book, but I scrolled on the internet for 10 hours. Then you know it's a problem, and then you want to monitor it, okay? And then we have, let's see, anything else from Uriel? He said, some things have to play out in the world and humanity. So it's like sometimes the worst of humanity has to be seen The blinds are getting taken off. We're seeing the worst in the world. So people will rise, come together, and shift it. Okay, that's what's being encouraged. Out with the old, in with the new. The newer generations are going to do this, and the old system is dying, and let it. Okay, and that reminds me of, again, you know, I talked about Shelby, and he would say a lot of different, I might butcher this word, but it's like wiki. Let go, let it die, let the system die. Okay, so hopefully I said that right. And so our last one, so again, if you need to take time to digest what they're talking about, you can stop this and then pick up with Ariel tomorrow. Okay, so I'm going to continue for now. Archangel, this is our last message. Archangel Ariel, admit that you have come a long way. I'm cheering for you. I'm rooting for you. Allow me and your higher self to guide and help you create more balance in your life. I want you to look at these key areas. So Ariel is more than, she's giving homework, okay? I want you to look at these key areas and make a promise to yourself at night to work on one of these categories. Okay, and so I feel like it's important to, you could have a notebook by your bed. You could start this practice for all of 2024, calling in the archangels, calling in Ariel. You know, you can work with them on the things that they focused, you know, they brought to your attention. Health, money, relationships with self and others, spiritual energy, practices, home and environment, making it more a healthy, safer environment or spiritually safer. Arts, hobbies, and passions, travel, nature, and getting outside of normal routines. So those are her categories. If you think of any more, put them in the comments below, and maybe somebody will want to add that to their regimen. Okay, and then, hey guys, doing a message from the guardian angels to everyone watching for the energy of 2024. We're just gonna do I guess a key theme is what I get 2024. If you want to see the full archangel forecast for 2024, you can go to my YouTube, Laura's Angel Readings and Art. But let's go ahead and go with this one. We have Archangels Daniel and Michael. Thank you for encouraging me to stay consistent and follow my dreams and goals. Amen. So their main message is, don't give up on yourself. A lot of people are still going to be, I guess, caught up in 2023. What do I still need to learn and let go of? What else do I need to release? You've been through a lot. Okay, allow yourself to continue to process those things rather than, okay, 2024, clean slate. It's like, the angels are saying, allow yourself to do that healing work, because it'll help you to achieve your goals and bring better prospective outcomes. Another one I get for 2024 is let go of the outcome from a situation. So if you're trying to, an example would be, we're on social media, everybody's trying to get likes and follows. If you just focus on the outcome of that rather than doing what you love and your passions, I get something from, I watched this about Rick Rubin, and he said that as he creates songs or things of that nature, lyric songs, what have you, that he doesn't focus on the audience. He focuses on what he likes, and it's about him and sharing a part of his soul. And that's what I get can be missing on the posts. Okay, so you want to make sure, am I being true to me in 2024? This is for entrepreneurs, people trying to grow their followings. Am I being true to me? Am I talking about topics and things that I find valuable? Okay, And then let's see, what else do we get? 2024. Okay, we have Archangel Michael, thank you for being with me as I meditate with the frequency of the sun and enjoy outdoor activities today. Amen. So this could be, I follow someone, Shelby Silent Walker. He's on TikTok. He always talks about Navajo traditions, the elders, and he brought up, he told a story about one of his relatives where he goes out and he talks to the elements. So he connects with the sun, he connects with the earth, the animals. And I get that it's important for everyone to do that, to step back from, I know that social media, being on your phone and everything, keeps you in tune with the world, but at the same time, it can be like an addictive substance, okay? Like alcohol or drugs. You want to make sure, okay, I'm stepping off of there. I'm timing myself. I'm allowing me to just be in tune with who I am as a person. Allow my critical thinking nature to come in versus just going with what people are telling me, okay? I heard do research on everything. Archangel Michael's saying don't trust what everybody says online. Remember, a lot of this is geared towards exactly what we're talking about, getting likes and follows, sensationalism, okay? He's saying for people to make sure that you fact check everything, okay? And see different perspectives of a problem so that you can have a more observant perspective, okay? Our last one we have is thank you, Archangel Metatron, for balancing my energetic system. I am in alignment with divine leadership qualities and infused with Metatron's emerald blue light frequency of universal knowledge. Amen. Okay, so you could say I'm allowing Archangel Metatron, Michael, and all the archangels to come in and bless my 2024 right now. And what's funny is I got 2 cards. So I guess that wasn't our last one, guys. We got one more. Archangel Michael, thank you for guiding my choices for a healthier mind, body, soul. Amen. And let me see if there's any messages with these. What I heard is that people can be online a lot to where their energetic system, people like me, you guys, intuitive people, you watching, could get sucked in, tune into everybody, tune into all the highs and lows of the posts that are being put online. Take a step back. If you notice that's happening, you're going on an empathic roller coaster. Get back to yourself. Get grounded. And with that, let's have a blessed new year, guys, okay? It's all about you.